In this installment, we're going to be going over the Eastern Conference Finals Showdown slate, Game 3 on DraftKings. Let's get into it. Hey, yo! Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for our Game 3 Eastern Conference Finals Showdown slate between the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics. Before I deep dive into this very, very surprising series we got going on right now, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetsJetsD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about the Patreon, where you're getting daily DFS lineups for these showdown slates. Obviously, my final exclusive picks on there. Obviously, we're going to be getting geared up for fantasy football and best ball. Content is already out on the YouTube right now. Make sure you go click those links right now so you can get caught up, and we're going to get you ready for this season in fantasy football and best ball. So guys, get tuned into that Patreon. That link is down below. Starting off at the captains for our DraftKings showdown slate here, we're going to start off the top. We have to start off at the top. As much as you want to get cute in some scenarios, this is a very unique situation that we got. Miami came through and beat the Boston Celtics on the road in both games. Both games. Absolutely the most craziest thing that could ever happen. The Celtics were -10 favorites in that game too, and they went up double digits twice in that game, lost it both times. The relentlessness, you cannot get by and think you're just gonna win, here's talent and we're gonna get to the NBA Finals. No, Boston Celtics, you're gonna have to try and show up, and Tatum's gonna have to be our captain. He's gonna have to show up in the fourth quarter. They both have played horribly. All these stats right here that you're looking at, these are all first to third quarter. Tatum and Jaylen Brown have been putrid in that fourth quarter. We're talking about a Game 3 here. You need both of your guys to step up, all right? From the beginning to the end. The heart and determination that the Miami Heat are putting forth is nothing to joke about, all right? So Jason Tatum here, he's going to be one of our main captains because he has to be. He absolutely has to be if they're going to think they're going to win a game. This is a scenario. This could be all out. If they lose this game, it is over. It is over. Teams are 0 and 149 down 3-0 in playoff series, okay? It's a death sentence. So we're going to need to lean on Jason Tatum at that captain spot. If you want to counteract that and go with someone else, you can pivot over to the number 2 most important player on this team in the Boston Celtics, and that's Jaylen Brown, all right? Tatum, yes, he has been shooting very well in the past 2 series. He needs his brother here in Jaylen Brown to have a classic game. We're talking about 43 fantasy points where he did against Philadelphia. We need 41, which he did early in that series against Philadelphia. 45 against Atlanta. 51 against Atlanta. Where is that Jaylen Brown? He's missing, and he needs to step up. This might be I might have Jaylen Brown over Jason Tatum as my favorite captain play. These two are going to be your anchors. You need both of these two. One of the two is going to have to carry and take this Celtics team to a win. It's going to have to be the most 2 important players, and they're going to show up in that fourth quarter. Very, very crucial. Let's go to someone that we're going to focus on the Miami side. If you want to go with Jimmy Butler at the captain spot, he's been superb. Playoff Jimmy is back, and he has put this team literally on his back. So we've got a 63-point performance in Game 1, 54 in Game 2. You better not put Grant Williams on this man. He's going to find disrespect anywhere he can look. Jimmy Butler has been outstanding, and he's someone that we can trust to go towards. Look at these numbers in each and every game. 54, 63, 40, 52, and 58 fantasy points in the last 5 games. Jimmy Butler is a trusted captain if you want to go more of the Miami route and try to fit in some of those other Boston guys, okay? The next player we're going to look at that can be a possible captain It will be Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart has that upside to be a captain in this game 3, all right? We get it, the 1-2 punch of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, but their third in this trio here is Marcus Smart. Not only can he knock down big threes, he provides upside assisting the ball, playing great defense, and he crashes the boards very well. If he puts a total game together, he could be creeping close to a triple-double, what he did in that Philly series where he had 45 fantasy points. He had 38 against Miami in game 1. He had 35 against Philly in that series before. So he has this upside to really go off. He can shoot the three-point ball. He went 2 for 4 in game 1, 3 of 8 if we're going back a little bit in that Philly series. So if he gets things going and he's active on that defensive side of the ball, puts a total effort together, we can see some upside here in Marcus Smart, all right? And then last but not least, we'll give some consideration here for Bam Adebayo to be our last captain. He showed up very strongly, nearly got you a triple-double in game 2. That's what they really needed. He was heavy on those boards, especially offensive rebounds, and shot very fluently from that free throw line. 8 of 8, 22, 17 rebounds, and 9 assists. We're seeing these big men step up. AD, Jokic, Bam Adebayo. All these guys are coming up and putting up huge performances. And Bam Adebayo is someone that we can look towards as our second option from the Heat at that captain position, all right? Let's move on to our util flex plays. For our utility guys, we have the Miami Heat at home. So when you get the home team here that was just off the road, role players come in, all right? They played probably okay on the road. You're coming back home, get some home cooking. Someone that we can look at first at that util spot will be Max Strus. He can be a freaking equalizer here. If he's knocking down those three-point shots, it can be a dagger in the back of the Boston Celtics for this game 3, very crucial game 3. If he's knocking down threes, he was 4 of 10 against New York twice. If we go back, 3 of 5 in game 1, that's huge. All right, if he's knocking down those threes at a 40% clip and above, you're looking at a loss. Okay, so Max Strus is going to be a very key component that we can look towards in our util flex spots. Love him at his current price at $5,200. Someone else we can look at for our util spots will be Kyle Lowry. The boost of offense that he provides. He's been finally had a poor game. All right, he finally had a poor game, and they still won. It was absolutely crazy to see that Kyle Lowry, who was a big six man for this Miami Heat team, he didn't score any points, and they still won the game. 0 for 5 from the field goals, and it's 0 of 3 from the three-point range. Had 5 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. So he's effective defensively and facilitating the basketball. Just couldn't knock down the shots, but I expect him to bounce back. We see some upside from Kyle Lowry here. 28 in game 1, 37 against the Knicks, 30 against the Knicks. If we go back a little bit further, 26.75, and in game 1 against the Knicks, 43.75. So big upside here for Kyle Lowry at home. If this team needs a punch off the bench, he can provide that. All right, let's go to one more Miami Heat player we got to before we go to the Celtics util guys. We're going to finish off with Caleb Martin. All right, he broke out. This was the key here. Since Kyle Lowry did not come through and score, Caleb Martin took double-digit shot attempts in the second game in a row. He took 11 in game 1, 16 in game 2. He might be our favorite util play here at $6,200 in salary. He's been consistent knocking down the three. He's been aggressive in transition, knocking down jumpers as well. He takes it aggressively to the basket. So Caleb Martin at this price here, I think he's going to be one of our main glue guys because he's getting the minutes, 30 and 32 in the past 2 games. He's knocking down the shots. He's going to get home cooking here. I expect him to show up another strong performance here for the Miami Heat. Love Caleb Martin, all right? Let's go to our util guys for the Boston Celtics. The first guy we're going to talk about will be Derek White. Derek White is one of those guys that can help propel this Celtics team to their first victory because he's so dynamic knocking down that three-point ball, and he's been efficient. All right. Maybe if he can get a little more minutes, maybe they find some more open spots for him to knock down shots that they can really pull themselves away from the Miami Heat and finally win a game. All right. So he's 3 for 5 in game 1, 3 for 5 in game 2. So we have those strong performances here. Maybe hopefully we can get more towards 30 minutes. We'll see, because they've been going more of bigger lineups. They were playing them more in that series with Philadelphia around that 27 to 30 minute range. His minutes decreased a little bit, 21 to 23. Maybe if that bumps up, we still see some more shot attempts from Derek White, and we can get a great value at 4,400. And then last but not least, we got the antagonizer here. That is Grant Williams. I think they're going to find minutes. Boston here, they like the energy he provided off the bench. Yes, I understand what he did to antagonize Jimmy Butler, and Jimmy Butler went crazy after Grant Williams was running his mouth, but we saw some good switching opportunities. Grant Williams has the size and capabilities to guard Jimmy Butler, or just be out on the court, help rebound as well. But he's also going to provide a nice scoring punch because he can knock down that three. He was big in last year's playoffs, Grant Williams. So if they go back to him, I don't know why Mazzola is putting him out of the lineup in rotation, but Grant Williams needs to be on the court a little bit more. Hopefully we get another performance from him at close to 25 minutes from him. Okay, you're getting a very cheap salary. These are some nice punt plays I just gave out. 3,800 for Grant Williams, and then 4,400 for Derek White if you want to go that route and really save some salary down below since you paid up at the top. So those are going to be the guys we're going to key on for our captains and utility options. I thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Guys, make sure you go back and look at some of the other previous content that we put out. Obviously, we have fantasy football and best ball content out on the page right now. Go check that out right now. Okay, go back to the homepage, click that. And also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now, because I'm going to be coming with more consistent, great content, not only in the NBA playoffs, we're getting you guys ready for fantasy football. So thank you guys for tuning in, and peace out.